Yo ngara aku dorte wile ramen garing bungara kak na inda ba purun jambar pungo wangan da ko jara ya ka jaman ngara le ka dal ramen garing money matters ngor financial capability wa kangara
in the olden days when people a long time ago they didn't worry about much money. They was worried about for hunting, fishing.
When the missionaries came to Yirkala, they bring the money here.
The elders in remote communities said to me was an absence in their history and their traditional lifestyles of money. Money has been imposed on them, they said, from outside their culture. In their traditional lifestyles, their ancestors had no need for money. They exchanged goods and services with each other and even with foreigners, but to build and maintain social relationships, not as a medium of exchange.
When I used to live at Millingen a long time with my parents, I didn't know what the money is. So when I went across to Remington, I started working as an office clerk. I didn't know how to save. I still don't know how to save money because money is not a value to me.
I doesn't know anything about rupiah, this kind. Doesn't know when I was little boy. At the new mission time, no money.
I don't know.
My thesis found that the way in which they have adapted money into their everyday lives is distinct from Anglo-Celtic understanding, so it feels very disconnected to traditional knowledge as well as to socio-cultural values and lifestyles.
Well, I was brought up in two worlds, in the Western world, which is the Balanda world, and in the Yolngu world. Yolngu, in the community, money is nothing to Yolngu. It's not valued to Yolngu.
There is no value in money because there never has been like a concept of money in culture. And that's probably why a lot of people live, paycheck to paycheck, because there's more value put in giving, be it money or food or, when you go hunting, there's no this concept of this is my money and, I'm going to save it. It's more important to give and provide for others, and there's never really sort of a thought given about the next day or the next day after that.
Rupiah ile mangala ka mingor mera. Rupiah dal balanda ja value. Kali mero ko yulungan le bayo value. Bilang to bayo ka save. Ka ngara dal still ngara ka dal jam mang ngara start jam ngara 19 years old. Still ngara ya ka ngara to save rupiah. Because ya ka dal rupiah ngara ko mingor mera. Ya ka dal na uli cara ngai mingor dal mera na kon value walang balanda mala.
Invariably, whether I speak to people in remote, regional or urban areas, money is prioritized for caring for the family, not for saving. Money flows through the domestic boundary of related households and kin, not a nuclear household. So in the Anglo-Celtic world, money will typically flow through the nuclear household of parents and children. Whereas in an Aboriginal context, it flows through a much wider range of related families and kins, could even be community as a whole sharing money across households.
your whole family is your whole community. You know, you give to anyone in need. Anyone.
A lot of people doing like that, doing to share the money for other people.
That's how they're living here in Kapia, Yolngu people. They want money and things through love.
You might call him for something like for bread or call him for for sugar or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Help me
You got
sugar.
any rupee or
Help me
something?
milk.
Yep. Yep.
Or I make my tea.
Yep.
Bit by bit to our family.
Sociologists have always looked at money as a medium of social and cultural relationships. So from the sociological lens, money and culture are very, very closely intertwined.
Palanya na kuna prungal ikaw na happen family ngor yo palis kata na pronawin yo ngal kinmir nawin pichana nawin ya palanya
Humbug is a really Hindi word to say for, especially for us, for Yolngu. Sometimes it's very hard to say no. No, it's really very, very hard to say no to anyone for rupiah, for money.
And then next time come back again and ask you for money. That's your commitment.
Elders, no matter where I speak to them, really want to understand more about money. They want to be able to connect their traditional knowledge of treating valued resources wisely.
We call it wetj. It's like giving, which means no payback. No, not to pay back. Okay, I'll borrow $100, I'll pay it back. Yep. That doesn't happen in the Yolngu culture. Rupiah is nothing but we are gatherers and we are hunters. We share food, we go hunting. But when the money came, it was different.
Pilangali kada wit kurupan mirangula na kon ngata do kiri malangula na. Nguni wit yang ya katoka bukurungan mam na kon payback palanya. Wit yang tanga taman nguni likarang dil kuru. Long time na kon old people you kan ngata nguni wit. Kan wit tu ninan pilimili kada nina guru tu. Unal kanin na bush ngor 5 months na ponen na bush ngor na kon ceremony ngor nakalanga wako mirengo dai mirengo 10 ngai makunit nearly 10 mak 11 baro ngai puma ka sharing ngai ka nano kal wheat nano nguni wheat ngai sharing nguni camp kona pangora generation doka marki yurt tawal tangoro ke mangitere rom ngoli calanga rom ngoni ngal tidingam.
Most of them we go go hunting.
Yep.
Gathering bush tucker and things like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And are the children still learning how to do
Yeah,
that?
they're learning. We
Yeah,
learn
yeah.
them. We take them pushing.
Yeah. They're learning too, all the kids.
Show them.
For Palanda way and Yolngu way.
Yep.
They're learning.
I know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Toys.
All of the research shows that we learn our financial skills from our immediate family and friends. So in remote communities, that family and friends is the elders in the community. So it's really important to build the financial capability not just of the young, but also of the elders in remote communities, because the elders are the traditional custodians of knowledge.
yo ngadi kay mak balanya dili mo jali mo tunan ya piana akon bagi gurupan mere to teach ourselves nimro how to budget rupiah ya palanya.
Maybe Balanda can come in like money matters. People can come in and teach in the community. Maybe train people, train our young ones to how to save or how to pay with the right choices. How the money can be spent in the right way.
Letting people have that sort of power back to make decisions for themselves would be a big step in change.
So invoking traditional understandings and obligations in their own socio-cultural context actually works in the modern day context of money if you just make the effort to speak to the elders and work in ways that are culturally appropriate.